Another sweet clan boss team. Let's go. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and man, I'm excited to share this team with you guys. You may have seen this team already. I know that Deadwood did a video on this called the CatEater, and I just think that this team is awesome. It was a pretty easy conversion from the Bat Eater to the CatEater, but not everybody has these champions, okay? I am very excited to bring this team to you guys today because I think it's going to be really valuable for people on their accounts. Now, the reason why I think that is because a lot of people want to do more damage on Ultra Nightmare. And I think so far the teams that I've shown using Helicath are two key Ultra Nightmare teams, which is amazing. They're easy on the speeds, they're easy on the champions. Excuse the alarm there. It's time to record a video. So, I think that those two other teams are very, very accessible for people, but I think that there are a lot of players who have a bigger roster and want an upgraded version of the team. Now, unfortunately, the one downside of this team is you do have to manual the first 4 turns. It is not a full auto team. But just like at the beginning of Contra on my shirt, when you're putting in a super secret code for 100 lives, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, select, start. That is the kind of mentality that we need here for this team. We just need to do a couple of manual rotations, okay? So let's jump in and take a look at the team here. Let's come over to the clan boss. And here is going to be our team. Now, you're going to see this looks very familiar, right? 2 unkillable champions and Seeker. But for this team, we do not need Painkeeper, which is pretty cool, okay? So, if we come in here and we take a look at the CatEater setup, you're going to notice that I do not have any presets in here. And that's because we're going to manual those first 4 turns. And that's going to set us up for success. Now, if, of course, you don't manual those teams, if you don't manual the turns, then this setup is not going to work, okay? But Draco is going to be at 214 speed. I just switched a little bit of gear on him from my normal Relentless setup, so he's kind of in a mismatching gear right now with a broken Relentless set, because I don't think you can use Relentless in this setup. The speeds are very specific here, okay? I also have Maneater in here. He's the fastest in the team at 255. Helicath at 192. Seeker at 217. And Farrakhan at 179. Now, Deadwood suggests 218. I have found that 217 works for me, but keep that in mind. If 217 is failing for you, then switch it to 218, okay? And there's no wiggle room. These speeds have to be exact, okay? Now, let me flip open my... Oh, boy, that is way too big. Oh, my, that is humongously big. Okay, I thought that I had this sized correctly, but apparently not. Let me just hide myself here. Where can I hide myself? There. And this is... Oh, that's still a little bit too big. Oh, no. You're just seeing the game on the... Okay, that's actually perfect. I actually love that, showing the game there. I don't know if we can... We could do like that and show a little bit better. Maybe? It doesn't really matter. Okay, semantics, little details. So you can see the speeds here easily laid out for you. 255, 192, 217 to 218 has been my experience. 214, 179. Okay, and one of the things that I find hard about these clan boss teams is seeing all the speeds in one place. That's why I like making these graphics, okay? One important thing here. You don't want Maneater, Helicath, and Seeker to take the stun on the first time the clan boss does his stun. So what you can do if needed is using the Steadfast Mastery on any of those 3 champions to help direct the stun to somebody else. Okay, so that means either of your DPS is fine to take the stun. There's additional manual instructions on Deadwood's site if you want to let Seeker take the stun. I don't suggest that, okay? And then here's the manual rotation, okay? We have turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, okay? And then you're just going to do whatever you want to do with your 2 damage-dealing champions. Draco could be Fane or anybody else. Farrakhan could be Martyr or Skull Crusher or any other ally attack or another DPS like Geomancer. You know, these 2 champions are not specific, and I'm not certain which one would do more damage. I currently have Draco at the 214 and Farrakhan at the 179, but if this team interests you, you could easily flip those and try that the other way around, putting more damage on Draco and putting him slower, putting Farrakhan on that 4-3, so he's getting that ally attack more often. That could be a recipe for more success for you there. So let's come back in here. Let's turn this off. Let's go ahead into the manual rotation. Should I move myself back over? Probably. Should probably move myself back over so that we can see all of the champions the best. So I'll just move myself there. Save this. Come in here. Do not start on auto again for this team because we're going to manual all of these rotations. So make sure you click that. Then once we hit turn 4, we should be good to go. All right, so I have my little cheat sheet here. I highly suggest just writing it out on a little piece of paper until you have like an easy memorization and you don't need your little cheat sheet again. Okay, so everybody's going to A1 on the first turn. That's easy to remember. Everybody A1s. I'm going to just do decrease defense and weaken. We got a random resist. That's bullcrap, okay? And yeah, you're going to take some damage here on the first turn. I like to start out with Farrakhan doing his ally attack. We're missing out on a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Maneater on turn 2 is going to do his A3. Seeker on his A2 is going to do his A1. Or I mean on his turn 2, on A2. I do Poisons on Draco. Helicath is going to do his A2. And yes, of course, everyone is fully booked here. Maneater's going to do A2. Now we're on to turn 3. Our third turn. The Seeker is going to do A1 again. Seeker does 3 A1s. Then here. And then Helicath needs to do A1 again. You can see the stun went to Farrakhan, which is perfect, okay? That's exactly where we need it to go. Now on turn 4, Seeker can do his A2 into his A1. Farrakhan can do this. Draco can put back up decrease defense and weaken. Maneater A1. Helicath A3. Click auto. And now we can talk about some details on the team, okay? So, this is going to take a couple turns after this to fall into sync, but you're good here from the full auto, okay? So, the damage is going to start a little bit low here, and then it's going to ramp up, okay? But one thing to note here is this is a magic affinity boss, and I have 2 spirit affinity champions in here, so this is not going to be a good damage for us here, okay? Now Draco could take the stun here when he's wide open there, but again it went to Farrakhan because it's magic. You just need to make your DPS able to survive that stun until now on turn 6 and 7 here when it sinks into full auto, okay? So you don't want to build your damage dealer too squishy if the clan boss is targeting them. You could easily switch over the ring to maybe a defense or HP ring with attack percentage substats, or depending on who your DPS is, you might not even need. Okay, so what are some details about this team that you need to know? Well, everyone in the team is built for damage on my team here, okay? So that means that we have somewhere around 100% crit rate, okay? Now, I did not super optimize this team yet, so I don't have them all at 100% crit rate, but Farrakhan is going to give that crit rate buff, and so a lot of the times you're going to be at 100% crit rate if you can't get there if you're using Farrakhan as one of your damage dealers, okay? Now, he's going to put that buff up even if, you know, there are weak hits involved. Like, he's not attacking with that ally attack. He's just letting everyone else attack. So the affinity does not matter there, okay? Now we're coming up and we're doing over 1 million damage per turn, and you can see it ramps up pretty quickly, okay? And I think that this would ramp up even faster if we were not on magic. Force, I think, would not be as good. It would probably be about the same as magic, but Spirit and Void are going to be your best keys here. Spirit and Void, at least with this setup, okay? Now, to mitigate that, if you wanted to, you could choose different damage dealers other than Farrakhan and Draco. Like putting Geomancer in place of Farrakhan as an example would give you 1 damage dealer of each type. We have Helicath doing damage. Seeker is going to do damage for you as well, guys. Okay, so all of these champions can be built for damage. It's just a matter of who do you want to use, okay? For these speeds, Ninja does not work here. I think it's possible that Ninja could fit in this team. I don't like using Ninja in Clan Boss teams. I think he's too valuable in other areas of the game. But if you want to fit Ninja in your team, make sure you check out the Ninja Cat Clan Boss team that I posted just like last week. Actually, I don't know when I posted it in terms of when this video is going to go live, but there is that option for you as well. Second, or 500thly, you know, if you can't make these speeds or these champions work, go back to the other 2 Clan Boss teams that I posted with Helicath, right? The Hella Crusher team, for example, is very, very easy. It's like the easiest unkillable team I've ever built. And so if you don't have these champions, if you can't hit these speeds, then you definitely want to take a look at that video as well. It's such an important team, I think. But again, this team is going to give you a really high damage potential. And so I'm pretty excited about including this on my website, including this for you guys on the YouTube channel so that we can get a lot more amazing teams listed that are super consistent, okay? Number 1 biggest downfall of the team, in my opinion, is the 4-turn manual. You know, that's why I love the Bat Eater, you know, with the 2 man-eaters instead of the Helicath. And probably for me, I'll switch back to that because it's full auto. Unless my research here pans out, I'm trying to find some other speeds or maybe a slightly different team composition here that will let us be 100% full auto with this type of a team. It's my goal to find that combination, but you know, Clan Boss teams are very difficult to create, and so it's hard to find those teams. So what I would love is Helicath, Maneater, Seeker. I don't really care who the other 2 champions are, and I would love for that team to be full auto. So if you're working on a team like that, let me know in the comments or contact me in Discord. We can collaborate there. Would love to showcase your team if you figured that speed tune out. I was talking to some people in Deadwood's Discord, some awesome, amazing Clan Boss experts over there. And so as of now, we don't have that ability to have this team be full auto. So we are required to manual those first 4 turns, okay? But like I said, just pull out your little cheat sheet. It's totally fine. Just memorize the turn order. And if your goal is to 1-key Ultra Nightmare, then this might be something that you're up for doing, right? If you don't care about getting that 1-key, then you can easily come in here and switch the team to another setup so that you can just full auto it, okay? Like those other 2 Helicath teams I posted, both full auto. Bat Eater, full auto. I know that not all of us have the time or energy or desire to manual the first X turns of the clan boss. So I get that. I totally get that. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this team? And we'll go ahead and skip ahead. I've provided you definitely enough of the run here, and we're already 15 minutes into the video. Okay, I take that back, 16. So let's just skip ahead to the damage screen and see what the damage is on this team. I think it's going to be pretty close to that 1-key. And, you know, with a little bit of tweaking, we can definitely get it to the 1-key. Or on other affinities, it would definitely be a 1-key. Like Spirit and Void, I think this is just like an easy 1-key. But with, you know, with this being magic, it's a little bit tough. So let's go ahead and skip ahead, and then you can see how much damage we actually did. Okay, coming in here at the end of the video, or at the end of the run, I mean, this is gonna be a squeaker. I think we're just gonna be a little bit too short here. This is gonna be like 68 million. Oh man. So if we could get a couple less weak hits, if we could maybe add a little more accuracy, if we could add a little bit more damage, then we'd probably be able to 1-key on all affinities. But I'll go over all the gear, all the stats, all the masteries here in a second. Ooh, 68.17. And I need to take a screenshot of this for the website. If you have not as good of stats, then this is going to be totally fine as a normal 2-key on all affinities, okay? So even if you can just hit the speeds, that is like the main thing that you're looking for. CatEater. Let's go. Save that picture. Okay, obviously you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just taking a screenshot so that I can post this team for you guys. All right, so let's come in here under recently used and take a look. As I said, Draco's in broken gear. I just switched 1 piece of gear from his normal Bat Eater speeds. You already saw his total stats. So here are the masteries. We'll switch over to the stream view so that that's easy for you to see. Coming down to War Master, and then obviously the accuracy tree is very helpful to hit the stats needed on him. On Helicath here, I went with a speed set, a crit damage set, and a broken set. We have these offense gloves that actually rolled really well for defense-based nukers. So I almost always use that as an offset for him, or somebody else who does damage on defense. Okay. We have similar setup here, except for the fact that we have steadfast on our Helicath, right? And like I said, that's going to help direct the stun. This was the only one I needed to put it on, but you know, depending on your setup, you might need more people in this mastery as well. I did not take Lore of Steel because I was right on the money here with this speed. Helicath 192, so if I would have taken Lore of Steel, that would have changed his speed for me. Maneater in here, this is pretty close to my normal setup for the Bat Eater. I only had to change a couple pieces of gear here for him. Oh, we already saw that. We need the masteries. I have counterattack masteries on him. I think I probably should have taken deterrence here. I'm literally not sure why. Oh, it probably doesn't matter, right? Yeah, okay, never mind. It does not matter. Nobody's getting stunned. We're never going to counterattack like that with this team, so that definitely does not matter. Seeker over here. Seeker is in a speed set and then all broken sets. That was just what I needed to do to get the speeds to work. I actually put him in attack percentage boots to lose a bunch of speed from my normal clan boss setup. So he's probably going to do slightly more damage here with that attack stat, you know, in attack percentage boots. I know that that's not a normal build that most people are going to be able to achieve with attack percentage boots, but I think the stats are what's achievable. You can get this in another way. With his masteries, I have accuracy masteries to help me in other content, but if you don't need to hit the, you know, if you don't need Lore of Steel to hit speeds, you could definitely come down here to the counterattack masteries again, just like on Maneater. And then we have Farrakhan. I have Farrakhan in a perception set, a speed set, and a broken set. And Farrakhan can do some really good damage, so make sure you're building up his attack stat as much as possible, in addition to the crit rate and crit damage and accuracy. Okay, and then I have Farrakhan over here. This does not matter on Farrakhan. It just helps you get a little bit more damage out of him. But you could not have this on, you know, your unkillable champions, etc. You couldn't have that on Seeker. Most of your champions cannot have this, but Farrakhan is one that is allowed to have that. So, again, all the champions fully booked. What questions do you have, and what do you think about the damage on the CatEater clan boss team? It's a new month, so make sure you're checking the marketplace for your ancient shards. Let me know what you think about the team in the comments below. I'll switch back here so I don't forget what I'm doing. And thank you so much for watching. If you think that this was helpful, hit the like button. Tell me about it in the comments below. And share it with somebody who you think would help them. See you guys in the next video.